It's the secret book. And that's how Spirit will Carmen. There she is, right behind you the whole damn time, right? In the shadows, just waiting. Darn complex. I'm done with work. Can we meet up? I'll see you in court. So there's a lot of things that she's hiding and or, again, keeping secret when it comes to him. Rigged games. How does Jay-Z currently feel about Beyonce? Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey, let's get into this intuitive reading, this intuitive message for Justin Bieber. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot and sometimes it's not. You got to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're always here, welcome back, friend. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so it feels like there's an energy of adding a layer to the cake, seeking accomplishment, triumph, self-esteem, confidence, talent, accolade, and fame when it comes to him. And this has to do with that hotter than blue blazes relationship, subconsciously adding a layer to the cake for this relationship. So a lot of people-pleasing energy, pride, ego, materialism even. Spirit is acknowledging not listening to his higher intuitive self because of all of this heart chakra exploding. When the heart chakra has imbalances, it creates total misalignment. There's also sexual sacral energy here, fire sign energy, and also solar plexus energy, sacral sexual energy, solar plexus energy, emotional energy, creative energy. This relationship is hotter than blue blazes, chemistry, longing, instant crush, and it adds, thank you, Spirit, adds a layer to the cake. In the middle of the deck, he needs a spiritual bath, and Spirit said pronto. Spirit says that he needs to take his money, his earnings, and go find a spiritual doctor fast. He needs to revitalize the incomplete and utter body. This energy is so heavy. So heavy. His energy is so heavy. So heavy. He needs to go into one of them, you know, what some people call it when they go away and they don't say nothing for months. They don't say nothing for weeks. Is he under a conservatorship? What is Spirit talking about? He needs to go away and just sit in silence and reconnect and detach to things, but reconnect to self. He needs to detach from experiences. He needs to do like that past life regression. Like, it's so heavy. So anyway, water sign energy, he needs to revitalize the throat chakra, the heart chakra, the solar plexus energy. He has some issues with lungs, Spirit saying lungs, breathing. This is very serious for him. I feel like I can't, like, you know, when someone can't catch their breath, that's what it feels like. He needs to focus on self-love, relaxation, regeneration, satiety within. With mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Yeah, because somebody's getting off at this man having such a confusing time right now. Well, that just deals my pickle. Totally content, crazy eyes, is success, wishes granted, mastery, joyous resolution. And I've said this before. We're going to get into it. I've said this before, that for some reason his energy is so easy to manipulate. And that's just the energy that comes off him and his wife. Somebody's cold as ice, because see, and it always comes up that she do. Listen, this reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. I got all the questions because Spirit is just throwing them off, rattling. Rattle is a situation. Okay, let me tell y'all something, and I hate to sound like this, but honestly, in real life, this is really how I talk. I be jumping sometimes, but there is a rattle. Makes me feel like a poppet. Makes me feel like there's certain things that are done that like hypnosis. When someone does it, you fall back into that behavior, that person. And so they have like a rattle or something that can be shaken and or can convince someone to go back into that situation. I have to get that deck out too. And Spirit is also acknowledging that there's a poppet of some sort. There's something that someone is doing to manipulate his energy and creates him to be this pleading man, always running back to her. Does that make sense? Okay. So Spirit also wants me to ask, and I'm jumping decks because Spirit says do it. Justin Bieber's mother, how does she feel about him in his current state? She is requesting that he has balance. It's prayerful. At the heart of it, she wants peace. And she's acknowledging there's a lot of emotion. She's acknowledging the mountains in the background, but very, very, very optimistic that the sun will come up. Patience, purpose, meaning, moderation, Sagittarius energy. She's also acknowledging that subconsciously this has to do with wealth and family and establishment, money. Okay? And she's also in the middle of the deck. This is sad, though, because it's just the energy, right? She's patiently waiting for her seeds to be sown as well. When it comes to him in the middle of the deck, it just feels like money was at the forefront of the situation. See, success, money, wealth, family, inheritance, sowing seeds and being very patient, very focusing on the profit, the reward, the investment. Justin Bieber current energy. He's alone, dealing with barriers, loss, brutal, difficulty, endless. Subconsciously, this has to do with the family. Things are happening full circle. Feels like he's gone from rags to riches, but he feels alone, lost. This is difficult, endless. This is brutal. Hey. Mother, father, and a son. And this has to do with the silver fox's older gentleman with a frowned upon age gap who is very immature. This person is sick, has health conditions, disease, and mental illness. This person has androgynous energy. Ambiguity, sexual identity, gender expression, and style. And this person is hurt. He feels betrayed, emotional, sensitive. He's honoring his feelings. He's sad. And these cards are layered. It feels like this is how he feels, but this is also what he's saying he feels about someone else. It's just lonely and hurt. Lonely and hurt. You know? That's just what it feels. Yeah. And so because of this, there's excessive drinking in his energy field, sex addict, unhealthy coping mechanisms, sending him love and light. Justin Bieber. Dispelling illusions. There's hidden. Things are hidden. He's trying to get it. He's trying to clear his energy. But I promise you, every time he clears it, it's like it's back. You know, somebody is playing with his head. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. Rise, be determined and unbreakable about what's being shown, what's being hidden, but also what's being revealed. And this fire sign energy is coming in hot. And this fire sign energy is coming in hot with magic. He's trying to ward off the evil, trying to tap into his intuition. That fire sign. Child. And in the middle of the deck, there's cut through the confusion, okay? He's trying to use discernment, intuition, clarity, truthful, spiritual gifts of wisdom. He's trying to tap into his foresight, intellect. He's trying to focus. But it just feels very, I'm about to say triggering and challenging because it feels like every time he tries, there's something on there that people are just... Okay. Spirit said because he is... Well, how do I say that? What is the word I'm trying to say? Give me a second. He's the missing piece. He is the one thing they need to bring this situation down to its knees. He is that one piece of information, that one piece of evidence. He is it. He is it. And so there's nothing anyone can do. And this is why I feel like maybe they're playing with his mind so heavily, playing with his energy so heavily. There's nothing anyone can do to persuade him to do it. He has to do it on his own. He has to come to this realization, this idea to do it on his own, to step forward on his own. If he chooses, we do see the energy of protection. There is a part of us that needs to feel protected, held safe, and be shepherded through difficult times. Rely on your inner guardian and ask your guides and spiritual helpers to hold you safe during times of fear and doubt. Trust in divine influence. I mean, he needs to be, thank you, Spirit, he needs to be protected. But he has to know he's protected. And On the surface, he's coming off like he's happy, fun, warm, success, positivity, vitality. Subconsciously, with the Nine of Swords in reverse, is depression, nightmares, intense anxiety, and despair. And with the Knight of Wands in reverse, on the edge, defensive, hesitant, and paranoid. And his judgment day is coming. Listen, he's going to have to take accountability and responsibility for his actions, but there needs to be truth. There has to be some form of absolution, an inner calling. It's time to rise up, stand up. And Spirit says if he chooses to do so, he will be victorious. He will be supported. He will have public recognition. He will create self-confidence with the Seven of Wands, or Six of Wands, excuse me. What is his biggest obstacle? Every biggest obstacle in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles, lost opportunity, lack of planning and foresight is an obstacle. With the Ten of Pentacles, overinvestment in work, financial setbacks. He's afraid of how this will affect his money, his heart chakra, and his boundaries being trampled upon. And the Moon card in reverse, he doesn't want what he's trying to suppress to come to the surface. He's afraid. He's scared. He's sad. He's hurting. Okay? All of those things. A release of fear is an obstacle. Unhappiness, confusion. He is trapped. Check out my last reading on him. Like, he's scared. With the Queen of Wands, shy, aggressive, and demanding. What about this female energy, fire sign energy, passionate, but yet chaotic when it comes to Justin Bieber? He can't be strong around this person. Weak, self-doubt, lack of self-discipline. Seeking emotional security, calm and intuitive and compassionate. He can't be strong. He's seeking some form of emotional security. Who is this female water sign energy? Feels like this energy wants to come and help him. But the Emperor in the middle of the deck, this masculine energy that is stoic, is dominant over him. Has excessive control over him. Thank you, Spirit. Is rigid and inflexible. Won't let him breathe. Yeah. He's trying to recover from financial loss and spiritual poverty. This individual with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So he's all talk. He's mentally restless, though. Whoever this man is that has emotional control over him. Talks a lot. Air sign energy. Talks a lot. And when it comes to him, he's manifested financial opportunities for him, prosperity. He's given him something. Him meaning he's given Justin Bieber something. He feels like Justin Bieber is still his money magnet. And he's thinking about how to expand, how to move on, how to move beyond, maybe even crossing over waters with the Three of Wands, fire sign energy. Okay. What's next for Justin Bieber? There he goes again. This masculine energy, Aries energy, fire sign energy, dominant, excessive, controlling, rigid, inflexible, resistant to change and unable to move on from this energy. With a Death card in reverse. Because there's teamwork, there's money, there's collaboration. There's union, lovers, a relationship, choices. What you choose matters. How will this relationship affect Justin Bieber? Two cards. It puts him in a space where there's an indecision with the Two of Swords. At the heart of it, he wants peace, very emotional. I see water in the background, smoke and mirrors, Holly weird, truth and lies, fact and fiction. Indecision, choices, truth, stalemate, blocked emotions. This relationship is also going to cause with the Knight of Wands in reverse, throwing water on a flame, fire sign energy, passionate, be yet chaotic. To do things in haste, to have scattered energy, delays, and frustration. Just feels like he is caught in a web that inevitably he just doesn't see a way out. But we have to allow him to make the choices that are needed and necessary for him in this life. And that's not our business. That's not my business. It's not my problem. However, empathetically, you feel for someone who just feels trapped, right? And no, we don't know the end all and the be all of all of these transactions, interactions, choices that people made and or are still making. But it's heavy. I don't know how to reiterate that it is heavy. And this person is feeling the weight of it. This person being Justin Bieber. So now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does.